Sagittarius, you ain't going to believe this, but your first message is looking at something tall, looking at something small, looking at something, all creatures great, large and small. Elijah, Lee, Laura, Lucy, Lucifer, a Capricorn, but looking at something large and looking at something small. You have got to relate to the numerology that I read in, which was the Taurus reading. Because I'm just sitting here thinking, okay, right, start channeling for Sagittarius, and all of a sudden I'm hearing something small or something large, like, and then I thought, hold on a minute, that relates to the 5, which is Taurus. You're getting the same message. Looking into something that is small and looking into something that is big. Now, it might be a camera, could be a GoPro, but I'm looking into something that is small or big. Now, this could well be the Mamba that actually came out that was on the Taurus, where there was someone that was very small and someone that was also very big. Now, it's either someone that's like 5 foot, okay, and the other partner is like really tall and someone that's really small, unless your name is Smalley. Or Lee, Laura, anybody beginning with Lee or Anthea, Anthony, ants, like ants are very small. So, I don't know, do you have ants where you live and you've got like an infestation of ants? Unless your name is Adam and the Ants or Adam and Eve, Steve, Sarah, Sassy, Sandra. Adam and Eve, that would be a Gemini, so a placement of Gemini or Capricorn. Okay, and it might be you or them, Emily, Melissa, Maria, Michael, Jackson, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine, Jackie's son, and it could be like an infestation of ants that you could have like swarms of ants or swarms of locusts, unless your name's Loki or local. But like swarms of locusts or crickets. Now, we're quite fortunate in the UK. We don't get locusts and crickets. But my God, have I seen some stuff on the web where you guys are... Oh my God, that would do my head in. Why is it that I'm also picking up channeling-wise for a start, is that someone's got chicks? Or a dog or a cat or something that's going... like ducks. I keep picking up like a farmyard animal and someone's got like cows, chickens. Unless you are literally just like duck hunting and you've got something that makes noises. But like I keep hearing this. So man, who is that has a farm, like farmyard animals or something? Because it's literally been coming up through my channeled stuff. So anyway, before we get on, Ron, Ronald, Rachel, Ricky, Richard. I'm a psychic medium, so I channel a load of messages. We put the glue together. We come up with a story. See if it makes any sense. The sense that makes none. You might be dealing with a Libra, or your life just really isn't making any sense, or you're trying to put a sentence together, but you're absolutely gobsmacked, or you might be going to court. Okay, Lion's Court could be something to do around a Leo. Okay, a lion, and it might be the lion, the witch, and the wardrobe. What is that? You might be looking for a new wardrobe. You might be buying a load of new clothes, or going clothes shopping, or going to like a huge shopping precinct. Now, you might be going away this month, this week, next week, this week. But I'm hearing like we're going to be going to like a Kaya. Okay. You might be into angel radio like I do, mixing, mastering. Hold on a minute. IKEA. Okay. But I'm also picking up Akaya products. So Akaya is mixing, mastering, like, my God, I can't reach it. It's down there, like an MPC Live 2, or here, which is an MPC Key 61, mixing, mastering music into music, like completely, you or your partner, like into music, mixing it, mastering it, Ableton, Cubase, whichever way it is. I'm also, okay, so that's that part. I'm also hearing Cubase, Q, B&Q. So B&Q is also like a huge shopping place, and so is IKEA. Okay, so I'm picking up like flat packs of something. So you might be moving or buying a flat pack of like a wardrobe, blah, 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 so on and so forth. I think you might be relating to the message that came up in another reading of mine that was to do with around renovating of one's room or house. And we're looking into like an IKEA. We're going to have a walk around IKEA and probably buy a new chair, or chairman of the board, something to do with a board meeting that you might have coming up if you do, because I'm also picking up things of people that might do like what's that, Zoom calls and stuff like that, like a Zoom meeting, and a chairman, like I'm the chairman of something like that. Okay, I'm also hearing Chapman as well. Chapman, Chapman, something around guitars and music. Guildford, you could be from around London or Essex. Guildford, you might work in a shop that's a music shop, or there's a lot of references here to do with around music. So I don't know if you buy or sell them. Like musicians, they normally like buy a load of products, and then after they're finished with it, they sell it, and then so on and so forth. So you could be buying and selling like products and stuff, or whatever it is. Okay, because I'm hearing like a lot of merchant energy, which would be like a Libra, but like merchandise of selling this and selling that and blah 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 and whatnot. Okay, so you got Akaya products, which is music products, and then you've got IKEA, okay, which was a lot to do around a flat pack, or like buying stuff or whatever. I'm also hearing the name Trevor, Tracy, Tanya, Tatiana, Tara, Tanya, from Great Britannia, from Great Britain. Someone could be from Britain. Up there with the Brits. Or your name is Brittany. Hopefully it isn't Spears. You could be called Gavin or Elliot Steers. Okay, is what I'm picking up, the names. Anyway, so Sagittarius. I channel a load of stuff. If I haven't said, we do remote viewing, which this is, which I just scribe a load of whatever it is while I'm channeling and not thinking. Then we look at the picture at the end and see if it represents anything, and then we look into your actual channeled stuff, and also tarot card readings whilst channeling. And you can also watch this as a Taurus or a Life Path 5, because I read in code. Meaning on the top of a major arcana card are numbers. Those numbers sometimes represent other cards. Sagittarius is a 5, so is Taurus. That number helps me decipher and code messages. So you can watch Taurus readings and Sagittarian readings if you want to. It's up to you. If you don't believe in it, it's up to you. Okay. So I'm hearing Bailey, bailiffs, a dog, something to do with around your dog. Now, I don't know if you've got a dog, you want a dog, or something about the boy dog, something about the girl. Okay, this is really coming up around the deceased loved one that was in the last reading, the little boy or the little girl, the little lost girl. Okay, still coming through for you guys as channel messages, but I'm sorry, but you'll have to watch the other reading. A little lost lamb, a little lost girl. Okay, wanting to know about my, because I said this in the last one, I said if you want to know any messages, put the intention out. I want to know about my lost little daughter. Okay, I'm very concerned about my daughter or son. So I put cheat. I'm concerned. So the name's Stern. Concerned. Anyway, let's see. Yeah, so I'm concerned about my daughter or my son. I don't know what that is, whether it's the deceased loved one that came through in the last reading, but I would go back to that one, okay? Hold on, now I've completely and utterly lost my flow. I'm hearing logo. Some of you might be looking into like logans, like little icons or something like that, icon. Something to do like branding. You really could be coming from the Aquarius or Leo reading. So like Brandon, Lee, Laura, Lucy, Lucifer, Capricorn, branding, iron. You might be looking to buy a new iron. Some of you, like I said, it's looking at my brand, my company, the business that I run myself, or your partner. And I have a company and I run it and I have a brand name, okay? And my brand name is everything to me, okay? So it's either you or your partner, if they have their own brand and their own company. I'm also hearing Brandon and Lee, okay? Or Brandon and Co. or someone and Co, okay? Or from Mexico. Also Tesco's, Mexico. Tesco's is a shopping centre, okay, where they sell food, products, and also clothing. So you might work in a vast place like that, okay? Might be a fish, could be a Piscean or a 3, or you're seeing one, okay? And they do. There is energy here of Mexico or Texas. Texas Hold'em, Mandy Holden, Amanda Holden. So someone here is in the limelight. Could be an Aquarian or a Leo, or your partner is, that does things on the television or they do things like this on the like interwebs. Okay, I'm hearing Charlotte also. The name Charlotte or Chantel. Okay, but yeah, I'm hearing like stars in your eyes, like someone is on the TV or television, meaning YouTube or something like that. Okay, and I do a lot of camera work. Okay, so you might be looking into something small, which is a GoPro, okay, or like a camera, because your first message was, I'm looking into something small and large, okay, little and large. Okay, so it's either the fact that someone is 5 foot tall and your other partner is steaming above you and they're tall, okay, or there's an energy here of looking into something small that is a camera, which would be like a GoPro or a professional, like a Canon EOS kind of thing, and camera photography. Someone could really be into that, your partner or yourself, and doing a lot around camera work, vlogging, like I do, me and Emily. If you like to know what goes on behind the life of a psychic, and also within a soulmate twin flame union, if you're interested in that and you want to follow our journeys, you can follow that link below. It is Life Behind Tarot. There is a link provided. But someone here does something like what I do, or they do things on a camera, or they're on the television, or they are famous in certain aspects of fame. Okay, I'm hearing fame, I want to live forever. So Leroy, so the name Lee, Laura, Lucy, Lucifer, or a Leroy, Roy, Rachel, Roy, Roger, Rogers, Roger Daltrey, Roger Moore? Roger Moore, 007. Are they a Life Path 7? Cancerian. Roger Moore. Did anybody know that 007 has died? So is it to do around a Cancer? Oh, okay, man. We're all channeling from a deceased loved one. There's a Cancerian here of a 007. Like meaning Life Path 7 Cancerian. They could be, or could, okay. This is also my girlfriend's brother. Sorry, Luke. He keeps coming through to me. For you guys that really get fed up with the medium, I'm so sorry. But again, I'm hearing that this person was a Cancerian and also a Life Path 7. Okay, so the spirit is around you, is what they're saying. Is Andrew, Andrea, Ansfield, Anson's packaging. Something to do around Anderton's, which is also a music store. Anderson's, or Anderton's packing, like Anson's packing. Like, there's someone that does product packing, or they used to work at packages where they get boxes of stuff and they package it all up and they send it off, like DBS packaging, okay, or sending off a load of products. And okay, like t-shirt ranges and stuff, but someone that actually does it for themselves, okay? So they get something in, or you work there and they bring it in and you work at like an Anson's packaging, they call it here. And there's a load of products come in and we stand at a conveyor belt, blah, 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 and we put like t-shirts in it or whatever it is in the packaging, or like a surprise Amazon box or whatever it is, right? And we bundle it all up and then we sellotape it up, blah, 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 stamp it and send it off as approval to someone else, okay? So it's kind of like what I'm picking up is like someone that does merchandise, but they kind of like package it all up and they put it into boxes and then send it off to other people, a little bit like Sal and his £250 glamour box. But like that, like, okay, we're going to put a crystal in here with angelic light in it, and luckily enough, we were one of the people that were fortunate enough to catch angelic light. And yeah, we all want you to believe in it, and this angelic light is literally going to fucking change your life, and it will get rid of your karma, our angelic karma, and you will like no longer suffer from your karmic experiences if you buy this angelic light that is in a bottle that we caught from a angel that was luckily enough, we got the angel, we pinned it down, we punched it in the mouth, we injected the light out of the angel, putting it into a bottle, and we're going to sell you it for 250 quid, bam, car salesman. Could be a Cancerian Life Path 7, or the name Sal, or Sarah, or Steve, or Sassy, or Sandra, or Cassandra. But we've got angelic light. Don't forget, angelic light mush. We've got it put in a bottle. It's going once, it's going twice. Put it in a bottle. There it is. It is Aladdin. Make a wish. This person is an Aquarian or a Leo placement. Aquarius or a Leo. And they could really be selling loads of merchandise like crystals, or the name Crystal, you're right, Crystal. But like angelic light, crystals, devil's blood, fox piss, God knows what else. Anything that will trick you into believing that your karma can be got rid of if you buy angel dust or like devil's dust. Don't believe the hype. It's absolute fucking bullshit. Sorry, man, but I call it as it is. I'm probably coming up in the reading. I just realised I probably made a prediction myself for the last reading where I said the bullshit is absolutely flowing out of someone. Yeah, I'll call it bullshit. I'll call it what it is. Okay, tricking people into believing that you have angelic light into a little bottle and you can sort of like get rid of people's karma in order to, like, you know, fucking prey on people that are going completely and utterly crazy through their awakening, when really what it is an actual, just factual awakening, and everybody goes crazy over twin flame shit because they're going through their awakening. And then prosumers start to think, okay, well, we've got a product here. Let's put angelic light into a bottle, okay, or start forming some kind of this will get rid of witchcraft and God knows what else. Consumers start going crazy through their actual spiritual awakening and spend £280 on fucking angelic light put into a bottle. Really? Sorry, but I call it as it is, man. I really do, because I think it's ridiculous. It really is. I'm sorry, but like angelic light caught into a bottle and you're going to sell it to people that are having a spiritual awakening? You cannot get rid of a spiritual awakening. It's too late, man. You took the blue pill. It's the Matrix, bruv. There is nothing that you can do that will ever get rid of your karma. No matter what you do or where you go, you will never get rid of it. You'll just run into more, okay? So you'll spend more, okay? So be careful, right? But, you know, what is this about? You know, I don't want to sway people for, like, people that sell crystals and stuff. But, I mean, I've seen some products out there or people that really try to sway people into, like, okay, like, you know, you're going crazy. You're very vulnerable. You could be a feminine energy. Your spiritual awakening's taking over you. No crystal in the world or anything like that can ever get rid of your karma. I hope you know that, right? Me, I'm a psychic, right? And I sniff and call people out all day long. I don't use any crystals. I don't meditate, and I don't do anything like that. Okay, I don't. Okay, and I never, ever, ever have. I kind of used to meditate a little bit in order to relax when I was going through my awakening to try and get rid of my headaches after having 127 of them. But, like, come on, man, you know. Because, I mean, it's up to you. I don't want to stop people from, like, making money. But sometimes you really do have to, like, wake up and think, well, you know, angelic light caught into a bottle for 250 quid. Really? You know. I've got no idea what that is. I really don't. But, you know, I just say as it is. It's there. You know, for you guys that are selling crystals online, that's great. Brilliant. That's a good little marketing strategy. But I just really hope that you're not one of these people that, like, set out to, like, fool and trick people into that a product that you have of, like, angelic light is going to get rid of people's karma, or it's going to, like, suddenly get rid of the witchcraft that isn't real, okay? You know, when you do things like this, right, I'll give you the truth here, because it is on my teaching segment somewhere, okay? When you do things like this, you're thinking of negative energy, and you're thinking that what you have is going to get rid of your negative thought process, okay? There is nothing you can do to focus into, like, dark energy into something, because your head is thinking dark thoughts and dark energy. It's about forgetting the dark thoughts and forgetting the dark energy, and don't let it interrupt your mind process. Your mind is one of the strongest things that you can ever accomplish getting. And the way you get there is by going through the thing. Okay? You don't never get through fear without experiencing fear. That's your goddamn spiritual awakening. Okay? So you will never get to the other end of the rainbow, because there isn't anything at it. The pot of gold is bollocks. It's just people from, like, paddies that made it up. You know, or it's a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. You know, there isn't, right? At the end of it is death. That's it. Right? So what you go through is the fact that we're in hell now. But anyway, I don't know where this is coming from, because I just got this, I don't know. Anyway, you've got to go through fear in order to get to the other side of learning through what that is. Like, you know, okay, I've been put through the absolute wars and shit show in life, but I've gone through it and I've understood a hell of a lot, and I've come out the other end wiser because I know a lot more stuff now, because I've been treated like shit my whole life and I'm now masculine. Okay, if you try to do things that are going to avoid all these feelings and avoid all the lessons by all of this stuff, okay, you're trying to avoid what it is that you have to go through to learn and get to the other end of being stronger. Okay, so I don't know where that's coming from, man. I can see a lot of people like clicking off, but I don't know. It's down to you. I don't know where that message is, and I do it, man, every single time. I've just realised when it comes to Sagittarius, do I constantly talk about people that are maybe in the background there that are not making themselves known, that have like YouTube channels and stuff, like myself here. I have a YouTube channel. Okay, but it always comes back to me during these readings every single time, to the point where I'm like, no, I'm not talking about it anymore. I'm not talking about it anymore. It's there. Someone in the background there is probably not making themselves known. The fact that they have a YouTube channel and they're watching and they're selling a load of this sort of stuff, and they're like there, you know. So, I mean, it doesn't bother me. It doesn't interrupt my flow. I'm just saying, man, if they're messages that you don't want to hear, or that you do want to hear, well, there you are. That's what you've come here for, is to receive that message, right? So it's there constantly, right? So whatever that is, I've got no idea. Right, let's move on to anything else that Sagittarius has coming up. So consumer marketing, strategies and marketing. I mean, it is business related modules and stuff. Like, I mean, I sell it, but I try to sell it cheap. But I don't sell these. I don't know what the bet this crystal is, man. I'm getting kind of like confused, getting a little bit like I don't know. It's around consumers, marketing, strategies, planning approaches. How can I market this and how can I market that? How can I sell? It's around Capricorn energy. X marks the spot, Capricorn or Gemini. How can I market this? How can I corner the market? How can I, you know, so on and so forth. Strategies of business and strategy. I mean, that's what it is. I mean, that is business. You know, business is business. Pleasure is pleasure. I mean, to be quite honest with you, and I'm picking this message up, is that some of you could really be getting into arguments with your partner through business. I think that's what I'm kind of picking up. What I'm channeling is this frustration, okay, of like getting into like arguments because of business. Now, business and pleasure are two different things. When there's a place of business, don't ever mix business with pleasure, okay, that's for sure, right? Or Gary or Tina. But like, you know, don't interrupt energies where it's like work related and then love and free time related. Because I think that you might have people that are like entrepreneurial here that work a lot in order to promote one's business. Okay, so promotions and business and strategies and money and all the stuff that we kind of went through, that where I was channeling this aggression for you. This is where a lot of people bugger off and they're like, oh my god. No, what I'm doing is channeling as an empath for you of around frustration around business and work and modules and teaching, or like consumers, marketing, selling products and blah blah blah. Okay, and then what I'm picking up is where someone through that energy is actually getting frustrated because you may work a lot. Now, for me, for instance, I work overtime and I work a hell of a lot, and I can give you that advice. Those kind of things are vital when in a relationship. Okay, because if you're entrepreneurial and you own your own company and brand and business, you work 24 hours in order to build it up and build it and build it and build it and build it and build it. So you don't get things like packages of like insurance, okay, because you have to insure yourself. So you don't get it provided by a company. Okay, you don't get like dental insurance or health insurance that are provided by a company that you work for. You don't get like a package of a retirement fund package. You know, when you're self-employed and you are an entrepreneur, all of these kind of things are what you build up for in the future when you are an entrepreneur. Okay, so you only have your business and your company and your brand name and everything that you have is really important because it represents your future. When you're a person that works for a company, your life is in their hands to tell you when to come, when not to come, and when you get time off, and how many weeks or months per year that you have to have off per year. When you're self-employed, you don't get that. You don't get that time, okay? You really don't. And the only time I have ever got backlash from people is the people that don't work for themselves. The people that don't work for themselves think that people that work for themselves have it easier than what people do that actually work for an employer. No, you're completely and utterly mistaken there. Okay, completely and utterly mistaken. And I think that what I'm doing is channeling this whole discussion module type sort of frustration that some of you have got with your partner is like overtime work. Say, for instance, me and my partner work, and I work at a 12-hour shift, and I work for the elderly people, right? Common people, Jarvis, Cocker, Cock Frost, right? But I work for the elderly people, okay? And I work 12-hour shifts and blah, blah, blah. By the time I get home and I've got like an entrepreneur husband, right? This is my sister all day long. They're Taurus and Sagittarius, both of them, right? He has his own company as an entrepreneur, a very big one, okay? He owns his own company, very big one, right there. My sister works at an elderly residential place that does 12-hour shifts, 3 on, 3 off, okay? Something like that, 12-hour shifts. At the end of the week, if they haven't made time for themselves because of the 12-hour shifts and the manager and the owner and the company and the business here, when it comes to free time, sometimes they're kind of like, man, I actually just want to go golfing. Right, I want to go and play golf with the lads because it's my 3 days off. Well, I actually want to go out with the girls tonight because I haven't seen them. Well, I haven't seen you either. Okay, well, we can have a day where we see each other, but like, how about if we have one day where we see each other and then the other 2 days we probably spend, well, either with each other and then one day with our friends. You know, there's some kind of strategy here, I feel, that is being made around entrepreneurs and business owners and companies and your partner, because I really am picking up on people that are in partners here, okay, partnerships. And it could also be like partnership of YouTube and stuff like that, like partnership strategies and partnerships, okay. So, like I said, man, it seems to be this business energy trying to work itself out of segregating time for one another and also friends, okay? Because trust me, even if you're married or you're in a full-time committed relationship, but even if you're married, man, y'all need time on your own. You really do need time on your own, okay? Because you can't lose, you know, I can tell you quite equivalently for someone that's united with my twin flame energy, like with them, okay? Right? So, or soulmate, or whatever you'll class it as, right? Me and Emily on our channel. But, you know, I can equivocally tell you that when you're, even if you're in a relationship, you do need time to yourself, because if you don't, you lose your identity. And I'm very much like that as a masculine energy. Okay, if I don't have, because I have Capricorn in the 2nd house, man, so I'm a workhorse, right? And if I don't have my time where I ground myself through my 2nd house of Capricorn, I get very tetchy. If I've worked all day and then it's like this, I'm like, right, bruv, phone's off, people are off, everyone's out. I gotta relax, I gotta fucking have some sleep. I gotta, like, you know, recuperate my energy and build it up. Because if I ain't, I'm gonna get grouchy. Okay, so you have to. It is vital in relationships or marriages, or when it resolves to business, is that you have your own free time to don't lose your identity. Okay, never lose your identity. Now, I don't know if you're going on holiday, don't forget your passport, okay? Or if you're looking for anything where I need my identity and I need to take my identity with me, don't forget it, because that's a message. Do not forget your identity, okay? Or identity theft. What is that? Identity theft. I don't know. Losing my religion, REM, something to REM, M, or Laura, Virgo, Life Path 9, identity theft. Identity? I don't know. If any of you are going through anything like that, I don't know what that message is. I haven't got time to keep going because I've got to get on with the reading. Identity theft. I don't know. I don't know what that's concerning or stern. Pucci, concern. Identity. I don't want to reveal my identity. I don't care who is who. Like, man, if y'all want to join my new website, I don't care who you are. You just join. You know, if you want to join, If we've had beef in the past, whoever it is, I really don't care. Like, I really don't. If you want to join, you join. Because I'm hearing like someone's trying to cover up their identity. Okay, and I need to make a new identity so people don't know who I am. Meaning like identity theft or email or something like that, and I have different emails and I need to get on somewhere through a different email and I might forget my identity. Meaning like you could have changed your password to Facebook or YouTube or God knows what else so many times that you may have forgot your actual password. Okay, so I don't know what this is, like identity, like I need to find my identity. It might be where you are thinking about going abroad and you've actually lost your, I mean, I lost mine, my passport. I had a 10-year passport. Okay, so I think that might be something for you. If you work for children or you work anywhere where you need like a lanyard for identity, okay, or you need a passport or anything like that, those messages are there, like passports, identity, may have lost it, may need to, as lost or stolen, okay, so I need a new one, okay, or my tickets are all kind of like expired where I do forklift driving, blah, 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 I need new tickets, they're expired, I need new tickets. I very much doubt that would be to a band or anything like that, and I need to sell my tickets. And then you've also got, let's see, sorry, because they're saying that one, then the tickets, and then they're saying like lanyards for people that work for mental health, national health, blah, 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 lanyards, working for children mainly. If you work for kids, you need to go through government checks, so on and so forth. Someone here is also just about to go onto a program of like signing up with a company, and sign like I am, okay, but like signing up with a company, okay, with a company, and just about to sign on the dotted line of company, and you might need your identity certificate of approval or something like that, stamp of approval or a stamp, or pay your stamp, okay, national insurance, well that's here. So you might be inquired to fill out a W8 Ben, someone here, like overseas. I had to do all of this when I was on Patreon, but like a W8 Ben. So that's like a tax certificate form, especially if you deal with business from the UK in American foreign tax. There's people here that are business energies here. Could even be YouTubers, I don't know. Make yourself known. Don't sit in the shadows. Right, what's the point in that? Obviously you may not like tarot readers if you're a tarot reader. But like a W8 Ben, okay, so when I was on YouTube I had to go through all of that because of foreign tax, and then I had to take it to my tax attorney, blah blah blah, whatever, and say, okay, what the hell is it, do I fill out this here because it's American and foreign, okay? And if you're from Britain, okay, Britain have a treaty with America, okay, which means that you'll pay a shed load of tax throughout the year. A lot of it, okay, a lot of tax throughout the year. But hopefully, like me, hopefully you might get a rebate. So there is something here around tax documents, filling out W8 Bens, okay, filling out tax forms, opening something up, needing to fill out forms of tax, okay. Might be around a Life Path 7 or a Cancerian, but that is me because I am doing that, and my girlfriend is a 5 Life Path, okay? And they are your messages, okay? They are your messages. For the people that are not sick to death of a medium. Now, like I said, guys, you got to stick around with the channel, man. This is not just one of those channels, because I'm sick to death of feeling uncomfortable, where like people are so like eager to just like, oh my god, I can't listen to all that, I just got to get on with the tarot bit, and I've got to go off to another channel and experience what he says with a cup. You know, there is more to it than that, right? So there you go. That's what we've got for you. Now I normally find those more real than anything else. So the last 48 hours, okay, the last 48 next is, yeah, that's right, Nick. So you're involved with the Pisces for a lot of you. You're celebrating something. It might be around someone's birthday. It wouldn't be a Pisces, but they could be involved, but it would more than likely be a Leo. There might be discussions about going away for someone's birthday or having a birthday get-together. Some of you are united with your partner and you're actually in union with your soulmate or twin flame and you are actually together. If you're not, you're just in the metaphysical, non-existent with the person that's with someone else, because that would be a huge sign of spiritual awakening. Like I said, spiritual awakening. Okay, you're spiritually connected to a person that's in union with their proper soulmate that could be their real one. Okay, when you get into third party energies, you'll get very confused of thinking, okay, they're the karmic and I'm just sitting here waiting for them to finish with their karmic. It's bullshit. Don't get lost with the flow of shit. Okay, just think, okay, if you have a spiritual connection with two other people that are meant to be together, okay, and the destiny says they are supposed to be, and you are this person in white, okay, and you're kind of like, well, you know, how come I'm the odd one out that doesn't match these two, okay? So it's kind of like, okay, I have a spiritual divine white connection here, okay? So I have a spiritual divine connection, but these two are more than likely meant to be together, and I'm the one that feels unlucky, but I have the spiritual connection with these two that leads Ascension to end up where it's me that is in this circumstance later on, where I have someone when I'm in here. It can be, right, here. Because that could be what could be reversed to you in the end, you know. Always be careful what you wish for, because when you're in a metaphysical connection here, okay, this might be you as a culprit later on, okay? So the intentions that you put out by the hatred of two is normally what can come back to you as Alchemy of Natalie. It can come back to you later where you are the one that's there, okay? So that's how karmic energy works and turns in divine timing, okay? So anyway, some of you are in union with your partner and some of you are metaphysically connected to this person that's already in union. Now I'm hearing Eddie Edmonds, Barry St Edmunds, Holly Jody Berry, okay, 007, so Life Path 7 or a Cancerian, Sagittarius, for the last 48. So yeah, there you go. There's the big and the small. So you could relate to that other scribed... oh my shit days, man. Sorry. We didn't even look at your picture. What do we have? Mr. Lumpy. Lumpy? Groundhog Day. Bill Murray. Billy. Billy, Don't Be a Hero. You might be listening to Alter Bridge's new album or new song, which is really good. Any of you are Alter Bridge fans out there? If you didn't know, Alter Bridge has got a new album out and so has Paolo Nutini. I'm really not picking up too much here. Sorry, I don't have time to go over this drawing today. There is something here in the works looking... Sorry, man. Sorry for you guys that love my drawings and stuff. I just ain't got time today. I've done 40 minutes of channeling and I've got to go on with another reading. So some of you, Dick Richard, I'm hearing Dick Turpin. Okay, or someone's dick here, but like, yeah, like, well, I'm going to offer you it, and you either take it, sweetheart, or you don't. But would you be able to take all of that? It's like, oh, brother, I would take that straight off your hands. That's a deal. That's a steal. In fact, you know what, Nick? Fuck it. I think I'll keep it to myself. Right? So it's kind of like, well, if you don't want it, you don't have to have it, but the offer's there. You can take it if you want it. Right? Now, they're deals also. Let's see. Steal his wheels. Steal his wheels. Go on, take his wheels. What is it? Someone got their car stolen, or something around a Cancerian got stolen from someone, or took from someone? Is that a deceased loved one there? Again, sorry. Yeah. A Cancerian got took away from someone. Anyway, so Sagittarius, last 48. Two of Wands in reverse. Myxomatosis is what I'm hearing. What is that? Myxomatosis? Something to do with rabbits. Rabid fighter. Tatiana Rexon. Tatiana T-Rex. Rabid fighter. Definitely hearing you old fool. The children are the revolution. Now you old fool. The children are the revolution. Now. Yeah, so a lot of you have probably been spending some time with your family or you work from home. You've just been a little bit confused, dazed and confused, you know. I'm trying to think of my own direction, and when I think of my own direction, I definitely cannot think of your direction, Tyrone. I'm sorry, you might have a direction, But my life is going in the direction that I want to take it. And I'm sorry, but I can't see it today because I got work. It is quite plain and simple. Okay, like I said when I was channeling, this is also what keeps the spirit alive, because it is also passion and what I'm very passionate about. And if you piss on my matches, you're going to put out my passion and my fire. And if you do, I don't feel as if like you really want me. It's like, of course I do. You are the sunshine of my life. Of course I do, Tyrone, right? I do want you and I am with you, but I've also got work and passion and creation and stuff that I love to do as well, because I'm a very creative person. So I have a lot of projects, I have a lot of things, I have a lot of stuff that I like to do. I'm a very busy energy, okay? And believe it or not, I have Sagittarius in the first house of Neptune. Okay, so I'm very like, this is where all my esoteric channeling comes from, really. Okay. Yeah, first house Sagittarius, Neptune. But like me, I'm a very passionate, fiery person. I have loads of projects, and it feels like your channel message, really. Okay, trying to divide time between work, money, passion, what I love to do, what you love to do. I do love to be with Yojane, but you know, I need to also like think about what I also want to do myself, instead of being able to like, you know, blah blah blah, and individually look at what I'm doing and what you're doing and spending quality time together, okay, with a family or without family. Some of you could have visited the family and you've been really kind of wondering about what your partner's doing while you've been away, okay, and you're kind of like a little bit of a distance from them. You're kind of like thinking, well, you know, I wonder what they're doing, I wonder what they're up to. Are they with their family? Where are they? Are they speaking? Are they talking? I don't know. We're still together, but I may not have got word for them. And I may not have spoke to them for an hour or two. I may not have spoke to them for 2 hours. You know? So that's what I'm picking up. Right, so that may have gone on within the last 48 hours for Sagittarius. What is going on for the next 48 hours for Sagittarius? The next 48 hours for Sagittarius. Jeez, man. Jeez, Louise, Lucy, Lucifer, Laura. That has to be up. What on earth, really, bruv? How? Right, I've got to sort these cards out. I'm not going to do it now, so I'm just going to read them up right. Some of you might feel as if you're emotionally manipulated when it comes to like your actual emotions itself. Because it's kind of like, look, sometimes you're just a little bit too over-emotional, baby. You know, it isn't like Madonna. Was it, who sung that? You're an emotional babe. Whitney Houston? Whitten? Mandy? But, you know, it's no good being too over-emotional. I love you, Janae, and I do love you, but I know what love is, right? So, but what's love got to do with it, right? Work and money and finances are there, great, but love also needs to be here too. Well, it is, because it just walks straight through your door, right? Let's see. Sagittarius for the next 48. Oh, Jesus, bro. If these are coming out in reverse, right, when I do your weekly reading, which isn't yet, but when I do, which will be over on the website, the new one, if these start to come out in reverse or you have difficulties, your reading will change, right? This is just a bit of a laugh. But, like, this is kind of relating to at home. I am getting so fed up with being manipulated by my parents or my grandparents or parents. Because if this was in reverse, and that is a very narcissistic, controlling grandmother or mother, there are people that don't like people. This is Jarvis Cocker and common people. You're too common for me. Okay? You want to cut down on your pork life, Marmite. What? Marmite. Someone's eating Marmite. You want to cut down on your pork line, mate. Get some exercise. Right, blur. They're blurred out or have blurred vision. But anyway, someone does not like the other person's family. Or the family do not like the other person. Because there could have been so many arguments between the actual relationship of the two, or the three, right, that the family, you've done all what you shouldn't do. What Steve said for years. What the stupid Doreen Virtue card says. Please express all your problems to your family and your friends. No. If you're having a spiritual awakening, they're going to think you're batshit crazy when you get back with them. So are the family. Oh, really? You're back with them again? Oh, really? Well, I knew it. I knew it wouldn't last very long. I knew it would start happening before you start arguing. I knew for a fact that that had happened because they are always the problem. Not my son or not my daughter. It's always them, innit? Right. And then when you get back together, you're like, well, what have you told your parents? Nothing? Okay, so why don't they like me? Well, you know, they just think that you're a bit of an idiot, really. Fuck, that's gravy, bruv. That's lovely. That, you know, normally what goes on behind closed doors of a relationship is never the one that is actually expressed to the people. Because I can assure you, if you're the one that's ever expressing it to a mother or a father, okay, which I don't do, but if you are that one, you are never going to hold yourself in a negative light, right? You'll always hold yourself in the highest light and say it was the other person, and they're acting out. They're doing this again. It must be something that they are doing. So what happens in turn when the parents then suddenly believe the person that they would do? Have an adverse negative effect on the person. So when it comes to families, what happens when they all come together? This person feels as if they're not wanted, because they're probably not. Okay, it could be a Piscean. It normally is, in my book here. You're not wanted, okay? Or America's Most Wanted. My 8 of Swords, Leo or an Aquarian. Let's see. It's a very nice place to visit, but I don't think I would stay there long. Right. Sagittarius, next 48. Wheel of Fortune upright. So, karmic energies, please do not be one of these people that have been brainwashed for that long, that you've watched that many twin flame tarot card readers, that you are blaming the karmics for being with someone. No. If two people are together, united, and you are the spiritual karmic person, that's as clear as day as I can put it. If you have a spiritual connection with two people that are in union, you are the karmic person, because you have a shitload of lessons to go through more than the other two. They still have their own, but you have more to go through because you're codependent, addicted to energy, learning about becoming an empath, becoming the change from feminine to masculine, trying to stabilize your emotions. So the people that are on their own, that are struggling, that is called your karma. Okay? So just be aware of what it is that when I teach you, it's going to be probably completely and utterly different than what you've heard before. Okay? Amber, Abigail, Abbott. Okay, I'm going to leave it at that, okay, because I've done nearly an hour. Okay, and I've really got to get on. So what happens now is the promotion part. I have a new channel, a new website that I've opened myself, and loads of stuff, blah, 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 okay. And you can join, and there is 25% off all subscriptions. When you subscribe, you get 25% off any gold, silver or bronze, silver or gold tiers that I offer. Also a teaching tier. The gold tier is everything. Monthlies, weeklies, teaching, live Q&As, okay? I've got a camera now that I can go live on, okay? Just trying to work it all out, okay? Obviously, bronze tier is just monthlies. Bronze and silver is, you're right, silver, is Sylvia also, is monthlies and weeklies, and then you get the gold, which is monthlies, weeklies, and teaching, and then you just get the teaching tier. Tells you all about it below, okay? It's the new website. You can find the link also, and below that is the money off offer, okay? So you get 25% off, and you will also get a free video, which is a teaching one. So that's that promotion. And that is a link provided below. So you will also get your weekly reading, and that's where it will be for your week, but you will get it straight away. Because when I put this out on YouTube, okay, I can't put the one out that's on Patron until later, because Patron is still open till the end of the month, okay? So I can't do it until later. So if you're on the new website, you'll get to see your weekly readings more or less straight away the moment that I finish doing it. That's the first site that I upload the extended to. The extendeds on Patreon do not come out until I've released the first video to the actual, you know, blah, 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 okay? So there are plenty of offers. If you subscribe and you just want to subscribe and have your email, I can offer you 20% off, 25% off, 50% off, free monthly, invite a friend, get a free month free. You've got annual plans and all sorts of stuff that's over there. Download individual reading. You just want the one reading, individual, weekly or monthly, okay? But you have to subscribe first to maybe have access to the ones that you probably want to download individually, okay? But the links are provided below. It should tell you all about it all over there. And welcome packages and all that sort of stuff, okay? We're also going to have promotions. So I'm going to go live on YouTube and we're going to give giveaways, okay? So I'm going to do a giveaway. I'll probably ask you to pick a number between 1 and 1,000 or 1 and 100. Okay, and then we'll just let the camera roll for a little while. We'll have a little bit of fun. We'll do whatever it is. And at the end of it, I will get a calculator or whatever, and I'll pick a number. And then whoever wrote that number is the one that will win a free month subscription to one of the tiers. Okay, whatever it is that I'm offering at different parts of when I go live. So make sure that you subscribe, hit the bell, and also the notifications. Okay? All right, guys, I really do appreciate it. And I'll hopefully see you on the link provided below.